Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are breaking down a really powerful strategy for wedding venues, one that can unlock a massive, and I mean massive, hidden source of new business. It's all about a simple shift in focus, from chasing brand new leads to cultivating the opportunities that are already right there in front of you.
So let's just dive right in with a question that kind of flips the script on how we think about getting new clients. What if I told you that the most effective way to fill up your booking calendar has absolutely nothing to do with paid ads or social media campaigns or even those big bridal shows?
You see, the core idea here is so simple, it's almost hiding in plain sight. That steady stream of guests at every single wedding you host, that's your most powerful and most overlooked marketing asset. These folks aren't just attendees. They are, believe it or not, your future clients.
Okay, so just how big is this hidden opportunity we're talking about? Well, when you actually run the numbers, it's pretty staggering.
Let's put some real math to this. Say your venue hosts a pretty standard 60 weddings a year, with about 120 guests at each one. That's over 7,000 potential clients walking through your doors. And these aren't just website clicks or impressions. These are real people, having a real, first-hand experience in your space. Every single one is a seed planted for future business.
And just think about who these people actually are. They're not some cold audience you're targeting with a random ad. You've got newly engaged couples in that room. You've got parents thinking about their next big anniversary party. You might even have corporate event planners looking for a new spot. And the best part? They're all connected to clients who already chose you, which is just this huge, powerful signal of trust. All right, let's dig into the why. Why does this work so much better than traditional advertising? Well, it really all boils down to some basic human psychology and building a genuine connection.
You know, we like to think we're super rational, but our brains are heavily influenced by things called cognitive biases, and one of the strongest is the familiarity bias. It's simple. We instinctively trust what we know. A guest who's seen a beautiful, seamless event at your venue, they're just far more likely to think of you for their own event. It's human nature.
And this right here just lays it all out, doesn't it? Advertising, at its best, creates awareness, but people are naturally a little skeptical of it. A first-hand experience, though, that creates authentic trust. It completely bypasses the sales pitch and goes straight to creating a positive emotional memory. It's a whole different ballgame.
Now, this is a super important point. This whole strategy has to be handled with care. We're not talking about putting business cards on every table or making a sales announcement during the toast. No way. The strategy has to be subtle. It's all about continuing a relationship that really begins the moment a guest walks through your door.
Okay, so the theory makes sense, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you turn this insight into a real, repeatable system for growth? Well, let's get into the playbook.
The most successful venues, the ones who really get this, use a simple but really effective three-stage model. It's all designed to subtly influence guests during the event, after the event, and way on into the future, right up until they need a venue themselves.
Stage 1 is all about flawless execution on the day of. Think professional staff, a gorgeous environment, easy to understand logistics. Every little detail matters. And why? Because at this very moment, your operations are your marketing. You're not just telling them you're great, you are actively showing them. All right, stage 2. This is all about what happens after the party's over. That amazing positive memory you just created, it needs an anchor, something to hold on to. This is where you can use things like digital photo galleries or event archives to keep your venue gently top of mind without ever being pushy or intrusive. And finally, we have stage 3, which is all about nurturing that connection over the long haul. And again, this is not a sales pitch. It's about sharing stuff that's actually valuable. Highlights from real weddings, useful planning tips, maybe some seasonal inspiration. The goal is simple. Just be that helpful, awesome resource they think of first when their own big day is on the horizon. So what's the big picture payoff here? Well, when you really commit to this guest-centric strategy, you give your venue a huge, sustainable edge over the competition. What you get is this amazing, virtuous cycle for your business. Your marketing costs plummet because every single event you host is basically its own lead generator. Referrals shoot up not because you begged for them, but because guests had a genuinely fantastic time. And all of this builds a rock-solid reputation based on proven trust, which leads to the one thing every venue owner craves: a more predictable, sustainable pipeline of bookings.
So really, the ultimate strategic reframe is this. You are not marketing to wedding guests. You are maintaining an ethical, helpful presence inside the powerful social network that forms around a really important life event.
It's a huge shift from just blasting out short-term ads to creating continuous, organic visibility.
So I'll leave you with this. After your next event, when the cleanup starts, I want you to ask your team this one powerful question. Did we create a reason for someone in this room to remember us long after the music stopped? Because the answer to that question, that could be the real key to all your future growth.